All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, Hydra Aim connection. So, first one that was introduced. Well, let's see. Technically, Hydra was introduced first. So Hydra was in Captain America, and we figured that as soon as the Cosmic Cube and Great Red Skull was gone, that Hydra would completely just dissolve, and that's the end of Hydra. Which is kind of funny that some speculate that either uh, Alexander Pierce, was either the Red Skull or related to the Red Skull. Which, one thing we do need to remember is that Red Skull was transported somewhere because of the Cosmic Cube. Meaning that he's not dead, but he is somewhere. We don't know where, but he's somewhere. Who knows? Maybe Guardian of the Galaxy will have the Red Skull in the jail. That would be crazy. Red Skull actually in prison in Guardian of the Galaxy. So everyone's going to be like, holy is that Red Skull? If they do that, oh my gosh, everyone is going to talk. Well, anyways, forget about Red Skull Hydra. So if you haven't seen the movie, the realization is that think of it like a person, actual person, right? And I'll actually think of it like Alien. Yeah, I think it was no Species. Yeah, Species 2 to be exact. That they actually have Species 1. Crap. Which one was it? I think it was Species 2. Yeah, where they had like at least 3 scientists and well, 3 astronauts. They had something growing inside of them. They have no idea until it was too late. Yeah, gruesome scenes. But that's exactly what Hydra was with S.H.I.E.L.D. And when it comes to Hydra, who's to say it wasn't? Because there's one piece of evidence that you can actually say AIM and Hydra were one of the same. Well, at least it was an extension like it was in the comics. So think of it. If AIM was created by the government, funded privately by some benefactor, and it was with the government, excuse me. That means who could the benefactor be? None other than Alexander Pierce. Hopefully it was. If not, then yeah, well, it's cover blown or something, or the connection is iffy at most. But you will figure since all that happened in Winter Soldier, the fact that Alexander Pierce I think at least once forged Nick Fury's once forced Nick Fury's signature, and yeah, and if not, then someone forced Nick Fury's signature. Someone did, and if it wasn't Alexander Pierce, then it was none other than that scientist from scientist from the first movie, who we thought was dead, but it turns out a major twist, like as if he was Oz. No. It was technically just like Transcendence, this movie that's coming out very soon, or very shortly, or is already out, or is on DVD, whatever you want, wherever you're watching this. So, yeah. Which I'll get into later on a few things like in the series and Howard Stark, more about that character. But this is basically the whole thing is that, well, let me just go on the other side and talk about AIM. So AIM basically was a brainchild for Killian, and Killian basically got funded by the government. He also faked the idea that there is a Mandarin, even though there is a Mandarin. But yeah, you would figure that the Mandarin guy, who is actually really the Mandarin, would get pissed at Killian and kick Killian's butt before he's even dead. That's what you figure. Is that they would go after Killian, say, hey, Killian, we don't like what you did with my image, buddy. You would figure they'd do something like that. Just like you would figure the 10 Rings, since one of their groups or one of their divisions got killed by Obadiah Stane, you would figure they would go after Obadiah Stane as well because, well, he kind of did this the Ten Rings, so you'd figure he would like to get his honor back, and actually explains why he got the suit, because if that wasn't part of it, then why exactly would Obadiah really want the suit for, anyways? I mean, that's kind of like, what the heck? Anyways, yeah, so AIM was made up by Killian. I think as soon as Killian died and the government knew about AIM, I think they closed it down. But before they closed it down, someone had to have taken a sample from him. Yeah, someone had to take a sample, which I think it might have been Shield. Which basically you should start saying, oh crap. And we'll talk about more about how extremists came into play with Shield later on. Or, yeah, later on. So, is Hydra and AIM a connection in the cinematic universe? I would say yes and no. The only reason I would say yes is because if you look, it just said it was funded funded privately. There we go, funded privately. And, well, we already knew that someone, basically Alexander Pierce, tried to frame, yeah, Nick Fury. And since he was trying to frame Nick Fury, you would figure that is exactly what happened here. It's the fact that he secretly made it an anonymous thing where he funded it, and, well, it kind of helped. Thank you for listening to this part, and the next part will come shortly, or the next part is just down below. You just have to click it. Thank you for listening.